Look at me. I already have a smile on my face. This dude is absolutely hilarious. Iranian stand-up comedian Nicholas de Santo is going to give us some more comedy about the Middle East and the region. I'm so excited. If you guys haven't already, check out his channel. It will be linked in the description. Go give him a subscription. He's an awesome dude. He supports the channel. He was happy when we did some reactions to him, which was always a blessing. And I am Tall, the traveling clad, your favorite white Zionist prince. Let's take a look at this clip.
So you got to choose wisely. Sometimes you go to a travel agency. Yeah, I want to book a Mediterranean holiday. May I suggest Italy, the biggest number of UNESCO World Heritage sites? Let me stop you there. This year, I'm looking for an adventure. Adventure, you said? Have you tried ordering tap water in one of their restaurants?
That's true. They don't give you tap water in Italy.
This is fact-based comedy, by the way. No, I know what you mean, but you see, I'm looking for the thrill that you get from sunbathing, coupled with the risk of being riddled with machine gun bullets. That's what I want for my family this summer. Have you got that? Okay, let's have a look at the southern Mediterranean map. Great. In which of these countries we are considered infidel pigs in a special relationship with the great Satan? All of them, sir. Look, I like my holidays best when I don't have any meaningful interaction with the local population. Can you please put us in a resort? And can you please make sure the resort is surrounded by abject poverty? Adjacent abject poverty comes as a standard in all of our holiday packages. I want to go to a place where for some reason we don't see any of the local women. A place where we don't see their women, but they see our women. As whores. Can you arrange that? No problem, sir.
Oh my God.
What about the security? The security. Don't worry, sir. You can go to Egypt, where the army is in charge of tourist security. The army? Why is that? Well, basically, the Egyptian government took a hard and long look at the people, at the kind of people who want to hurt you, and they decided that the Egyptian police force is too namby-pamby for them. The Egyptian army, you say? One of those famously successful Arab armies? When did they last win any war? Well, they won during Khrushchev? No, Crusades. Crusades. What about 1946? 1948? No. 1956? No. 1967? No. 3 Arab armies lost territory to Israel. Three times the size of Israel. 1973, Arab armies launched a surprise attack on Israel. What happened? Israel was not surprised. Or if they were, they managed to hide it really well. Anyway, this segment was brought to you by IDF. And Agenzia Nazionale Italiana per il Turismo. Choose wisely. Do you like American politics? This is related to the theme of the night, don't worry. On September 11th last year, the Biden administration secured the release of 5 American hostages from Iran in exchange for $6 billion.
Oh.
$6 billion. That is the meaning of being the citizen of a superpower, right? You can wake up as an American, feel down and dejected, feel like the biggest loser, and yet you know that you are worth $1.2 billion to somebody. Well, that somebody is arguably the government of the Islamic regime of Iran, but how about that for an ego boost? $1.2 billion per person. The last time a hostage exchange happened was in 2016 Under Obama, they released another 5 Americans from Iran for only a total of $1.7 billion. $1.7 billion to $6 billion. So if you thought the inflation went crazy under Rishi Sunak, cut Rishi some slack. $1.2 billion per person. That was not good for the self-esteem of Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe. She was appraised at only $500 million, 400 million pounds. Looks like gender pay gap has crept its way. No, it's not about gender pay gap, it's about British politics, and as Dominic would happily tell you, the depreciation of fiat. The sterling, a crime against our nation. But in conclusion, don't go to dodgy places. You will cost the taxpayer, and eventually you will still feel you're worth half an American. So it's a lousy feeling on two sides. In conclusion, I want to do some observational comedy. Are you up for that? Yeah. I want to become more relatable to you guys.
God, I'm crying.
Observational comedy is when you zoom in on some mundane aspect of everyday life and try to point out the absurdities in that so people can relate. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, it usually starts with, don't you hate it? Don't you hate it when you go to buy a fridge and they're all white? And, oh, yeah, that's annoying. I thought about that. So that was just an example. Settle down. It gets better. So, don't you hate it when you love watching Second World War movies, but your side always loses? Just me? No, I mean, I get it that you think the right guys won and we live in freedom and all that, but remember, losers and winners can be on both sides. So even, for example, even if Germany lost, you can argue that for German nuclear scientists, their paychecks and working conditions, employment terms and standards notably improved in the post-war era. And in the same fashion, I would argue that for the English victims of Pakistani grooming gangs, they would have been better off under the Third Reich. Bear with me. I would put it to you that for the underage, little disadvantaged white girls who were groomed by these Pakistani gangs, were Gestapo to investigate, Gestapo would have had far fewer reservations about appearing racist.
Man, listen, Nicholas De Santo is... Why did my hand disappear? That was so weird. The AI just didn't know what to do there. Nicholas De Santo is hilarious. This guy is slowly creeping up there as one of my favorite comedians going on right now. Definitely give him a follow, Nicholas De Santo, on YouTube, or Comedy Unleashed is a place where he performs very frequently. Show him some support. Obviously, he's our Iranian king. He's our Persian king. We want to support our dissenters of the IRGC. I was talking about this the other day that I was recently talking to this bot on Omi TV from the IRGC. She was like a woman who was well trained in all the propaganda. So we need to, in my opinion, we need to uplift as many people like Nicholas De Santo as we can, because comedy is the counterculture that fights against this bullshit movement. I really believe in counterculture, and I think on the pro-Israel, I'm not going to say that Nicholas De Santo is a Zionist, even though he gives the Zionist vibe a little bit. This is the counterculture we need to fight against a narrative that's oppressing all of us. Nicholas De Santo's home country is being oppressed by a terrible, retarded Islamic regime movement. My country is being oppressed by that same movement, even though we're fighting against it. But this digital media, this collaboration, this support of one another, this is the counterculture that actually fights the bullshit propaganda that's being sent around on social media and that's being pushed against all of our people. So I appreciate him so much. I think he's great. Keep supporting him. Keep loving him. We'll see you guys in the next one. Love you a long time. Goodbye, class.
If you believe in my content and want to support me, just know your help is needed. There's a bunch of great ways to support me, being PayPal, Buy Me a Coffee, or joining my Patreon community down below. Patreon is the best way to support my channel, and you'll get a bunch of cool perks depending on what tier you join. Another great way to support me is by buying my merchandise on thetravelingclat.com. I regularly drop new merch designs like this beautiful hat or this amazing shirt, where you can support the channel and get something cool for yourself. I also have an amazing Discord community with people from all over the world. Thank you so much for your support.